It's been a while.
Yeah.
Well, how great did it feel to come out here and get this work in front of NFL scouts?
It was amazing, just being back home on the field. I've been practicing the last 4 years, so felt good. Love this place, love the field. Had all my boys here supporting me and everything, so it was real fun.
Is there a different kind of energy when you're out here compared to like being out in Indy?
Absolutely, because you just feel back home. There's no nerves, just completely comfortable, and surrounded by a bunch of good people that you're close with.
How did you feel about your performance today?
Pretty good about it. There's about one rep I think I would rather have back. Other than that, I felt like I ran really good routes, caught all the balls. Especially with how short time I had, the combine, I sprained my AC joint, so I really only had, yesterday was my first day on the field, and then today was the second. So taking that into consideration as well, I feel like I did really good.
How's it feeling with the workouts and everything?
Feels good, yeah. I've been getting a lot of good treatment with where I'm training. I've been taking care of my shoulder, so it's definitely improving fast.
There's some mock drafts that actually have your name attached to the 49ers, especially like some of the schemes they run. Do you see the 49ers as a possibility as your future?
Anywhere I go, I'm just thankful. I'm not really putting too much thought into all that stuff, draft boards, all that, Whatever team drafts me is going to get a great football player, someone who works hard every day.
Greg Dulcich said when you guys went to the bowl games and then when you went to Combine, a little bit surprised at how well versed he said both of you were in a lot of pro offenses comparatively to a lot of the other guys. Were you seeing that too?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's just more of a UCLA thing, with the way Coach Kelly runs this place. We all felt extremely prepared for the bowl games, for the combine, talking to teams, talking about football and all. It's just got to shout out Coach Kelly, because, in the moment it's really tough. You're going through it. But when you're able to look back on it, like, wow, he prepared us so well. So it was awesome.
Were you a little surprised at how well you knew it comparatively to maybe other guys around you?
Yeah, definitely a little bit, especially at the bowl games. Just picking up offense is super easy. Certain people were struggling, stuff like that. So it's all thanks to Coach Kelly.
Is there an NFL receiver you love watching and emulate your game after?
I got 4 for you. So I like Cole Beasley and Hunter Renfrow, because I know I'm going to get that comparison, just short slot, all that. Yeah. So I try and take a lot from their game, and with them, I just love how intentional they are with all their movements, whether it's a stem, a lean, their eyes, their head. Everything has a purpose. There's no wasted movement. Another one is Keenan Allen. Obviously, we have a different body build, but something I like that he does at the top of his routes, he got a little skip step, freezes the DB, makes a move. So I've been able to add that a little bit. And then the last one is Devonta Adams, just with his release package. I love the split release that he does, so took that too.
Have you ever given any thought about perhaps being teammates with Terrell Burgess again?
Definitely thought about it a little bit. That'd be pretty cool, get a little reunion from high school, so that'd be fun, but who knows? Yeah, exactly.
You've been going through this process for all the bowl games and everything, and combine this for 2-3 months pretty much now.
Yeah.
Kind of in the home stretch. What do you do from now until the draft?
Go back to work. That's all there is, Don't have anything else on our plate, so I'm just gonna put some more weight on, get faster, get stronger, get better, and when I get drafted, it's time to go.
Besides Coach Kelly, what else has kind of helped you guide you through this draft process?
Really, everyone at UCLA. They've just been so helpful, and it's, I'm not UCLA anymore, but just the open phone. I can call any of those coaches at all times, Coach Newhigh, so I was calling him nonstop, trying to ask him questions, ask him about football offenses. He actually helped me make my script today for all the routes I was running. So really everyone on staff's just been phenomenal. It's helping me and just making me feel really comfortable in everything I've been doing.
Which NFL teams would you say you've talked to the most?
Sheesh, I couldn't tell you. We met with every NFL team a whole lot. So met with the Bills a good amount, the Eagles.
Yeah, you and Greg also had a conversation with the Eagles, and I guess it was a very good conversation.
Yeah, no, it went really well. So, they quizzed us on football, some offensive plays and whatnot. Me and Greg killed it, so I was really proud about that.
What goes into making a script for a pro day like this?
Just kind of what you think teams want to see from you. I'm a short slot, so they know I can do a lot of the short to intermediate routes, and so they want to see a little bit of that shiftiness, twitch, and then also a lot of teams don't think I'm too much of a deep threat, so I wanted to show I can, also do that as well, run some deep routes, catch some balls down the field.
What's the format for that quiz? Is that like a whiteboard, or how do they do that?
Multiple choice.
It's funny, yeah. So some teams do it different. Some will just pull up your film, and it's not necessarily a quiz, but okay, what's the formation? What's each guy on the offense have? You just be able to run through it, or others just be like, okay, drop these plays. How would this change versus this coverage? And then with the Eagles, they sent us a packet in advance, some formations, some plays, and then when we got here, he was just asking us questions about it, quizzing us whether we studied or not.
At the same time, you and Greg?
Or? Yeah, so we'd be there together, so really? We play 2 different positions, so he'd ask me one thing, so all right, you're this position, this is the play, what do you have where it says look? Okay, Greg, was he right? yes or no, and then what do you have, stuff like that. So it was fun.
Do you have a? Oh, go
How
ahead.
similar were those conversations to ones you had at UCLA? Like, did Chip quiz you the same way that they quizzed you?
100%. So, we have our 48-hour question game. So that's 48 hours before the game. We have a team meeting, and each position group goes and they pick players. Their coach goes up, picks a guy. They have to stand up in front of the whole team. They'll ask them a question about, maybe the scheme, what we're running, and so you have to be very detailed in what you're explaining on it in front of the whole team, and they tell you either you're right or you're wrong. So that was honestly more nerve-wracking than anything I had to do with team. So felt very well prepared.
When you look back at your UCLA career, would you say that you've accomplished everything you set out to accomplish?
Oh no, I definitely wanted to win a Rose Bowl here, which is a little unfortunate. Kind of came up short, didn't make it there, but just super thankful for my time at UCLA. Made a lot of great friends, met a lot of amazing people, and just had a great time. Just very thankful to the coaches and just everyone at UCLA.
How did you end up making that decision that this was the right time for you, even though you still had a little bit, you could have chosen to come back?
Yeah, absolutely. And I was sitting there thinking about talking to my family. I already got my degree, finished it, and the 4 years you're here, I gave Coach Kelly and all the coaches everything I had. There wasn't a day I took off in the meeting room, the classroom, on the field. I gave them everything I had, and I just felt like I was ready for that next step. Ready to play in the NFL. Make a team, win some games, win a Super Bowl.
You had Ethan throwing you the ball today. How was that, as opposed to playing with other quarterbacks and all this other stuff, and you get back to someone familiar?
Oh, it's amazing. Me and Ethan got a great connection. So yesterday was my first day throwing with him before the pro day, just due to my shoulder, and we had that connection that didn't go anywhere. So he's dropped me amazing balls, and he's one of the best quarterbacks, I think. So he's going to be very good in the future here.
On the punt return, did you practice that multiple ball catch thing that you were doing there at the end? Do you practice that?
Certain days, Coach Foster would have us back there. It's a relaxed day. Like, all right, you're up. How many can you get? So I've definitely done it before. It's probably been a year or two since I've done it.
How many did you get today?
I got 5, which they said was the record. So
Almost
had 6.
Who said? Just the NFL guys?
Yeah.
Is that like a real NFL drill? Like, people actually do that in real life, or is that just messing around?
I think it's just the combine thing, to end the day on some fun thing. Like, okay, well, let's see how many this guy can catch, how good he can actually catch the punt, judge the ball, and whatnot.
So close to that 6.
Oh, yeah. I feel like I just need to take one more step under, and I would have been set. So, is what it is.
Okay. Thanks, man.
Yeah, of course.